Is love in the room? Well, if it's in our loving tongue, baby, is love in the room? Don't whine on me here, lady. Is love in the room? If he wanna fight and stray, is love in the room? We playing with House Monday in the ladies' room. Don't worry, us. She said, you're giving topic to Aruna. Study your place. Your woman outside with cousin whole day. You can't see face. The story end up on ladies' room. You disappear without trace. Voila. If all she know is papi show and stress outside, is love in the room. If you wanna have to get take care, they bust the files. Well, if it's in her loving tongue, baby, is love in the room? Don't whine on me here, lady. Is love in the room? If he wanna fight and stray, is love in the room? We playing with House Monday in the ladies' room. Oh, na na na. It's only love in the ladies' room. Is love in the room? Is love in the room? Well, if it's in her loving tongue, baby, is love in the room? Don't whine on me here, lady. Is love in the room? We wanna fight and stray.
And we are most definitely back at it again. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the room, the ladies' room for today, Tuesday, April 15th. And as always, thank you so much to our friends at Nirvana Spa and Detox, Beacon Insurance, and Western Union for making our show possible once again. So, welcome, everybody. Good morning to my listeners on radio. 95.1, 95.3. Special morning to our viewers on, where's this thing? I'm trying to find a picture. Yeah, our viewers on YouTube and of course Facebook. Thank you so very much for checking in. Hold on, I'm trying to find this post that I did, the topic for today, before I attend to you guys in the room. Let me see. All right. Well, this man and them real plucky outside here. Every time you decide to give them a little ease up, they're coming back with something, and then they want to long stop me and say let's come down on them too hard. But they ain't talking to their brothers in the Lord and tell them to be even sort of their lives. But I'm getting blamed for them not from them getting fire from Gabby and them every morning. It's not my fault. If you had learned to behave, we wouldn't have these problems. Right? Right. So, fix up all the argument. Anyways, who is here with me today? What time it is? 11:05. Okay, so that'll be this one. All right, there we go. Okay, yeah. So, good morning again. Welcome back to the room. Who is here with me already? Shauna Dakota, good morning. Welcome to the class. Good morning, Shantae. Good morning. Shantae, I didn't get back to you because it's not happening. I'm tired. I tracked and tracked until I'm like, you know what? Whatever. Jayla Board, good morning. Good morning, Roderick. Who else is here? Nissy, good morning. Lisa, Terrace, good morning. Marianne, Maureen, Rachel, Jackie, Harry Jack. Like seriously, for what? What are you hold on, let me pull up the thing on my phone, so if there's any issues, any glitches, I can, because there's a delay, and sometimes by the time you tell me I'm down the road already and I miss hearing. Okay, we're not hearing you. Where are we again? All right, there we go. Okay, so you see, why am I still seeing myself, the thing, right? Yeah, seeing trouble under Gabby and then President Papa. I never met the man, never do the man nothing, and I hear suffering. And I quite in Grenada, so imagine those who actually live over there. And I hear Jackie Douglas Adams, are you still on the mainland? Are you still here? Or you've returned to your country of birth? Good morning, Marvelyn, Valerie, Nolan, DJ Smiley, big up yourself. Janelle, Nichelle, who else is here? Andre Harry, good morning. Amanda, Kizzy, happy Carifta week indeed. We have the itinerary to speak about. Melvin Brown, big up yourself. Stop painting all men with the same brush. No, we're not. We're just talking to those who do the most. That's all. Morning, Gabby. Gabby. Gabby, you need to stay over here. All right? When you're over here, we treat you with love and respect. We love and appreciate you over here. Stay here. Come home, Toby, and stay here. Stop moving all over the place. Frederick from Mombasa in Kenya says it's raining there. We had a little rain this morning, Frederick, but it's fine now. Terrence Wells, good morning. Hope you are doing fine. And everybody that's powered up and ready to go, come on in on the live, guys, and share it up. Ellen McSween, good morning. Welcome to the show. Nissy, hope all is well on your side of the world. So yeah, Roxanne, morning, Roxanne Scott. And Big event too, good morning. How's Big Parish today? Hope all is well. So we got a lot happening this week. We have Carifta Games. So shout out to the athletes who will be heading to the Carifta Games in TNT. And then, of course, shout out to some of the GBSS boys who are heading to the Penn Relays in Pennsylvania. It's a big deal. So we want to wish them all the best, send them best wishes and love and light and all that's good. And it's a good experience for them. And it's really nice seeing some of the young ones getting the opportunity to attend the Penn Relays, you know. And it's a big deal indeed. So I am so happy for them. So shout out to all the teachers and coaches and parents and guardians for making it possible. Don't forget, next Saturday is V29 at the National Stadium. Yep. Getting ready for V29. Yeah. So he's supposed to pass by me. I'm not sure when as yet, but he should be gracing me with his presence to tell us more about the event that supported. It will be at the National Stadium, and it's gonna be on the inside. When he send this I'm just seeing this thing that he sent. Didn't see before. Save. So I'm gonna have to share it. Okay, so he's gonna be making a pass through to tell us about V29. It's all about resilience at the National Stadium. A number of artists are gonna be there. So far, I saw Charles Marshall added to the cast. I'm looking forward to Full Blown and Kutain. Yo, I love, 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 love their voices. Alison Hines, Ding Dong. Who else? Farmer Nappy. You know, I love me some Farmer. The Natty and Little, as the man would say in the commercial, Little Natty and Thunder will be there. Tara, the governor, of course, the man of the moment, Vaughn. So we're looking forward to more. Yeah. So that's then. So for now, working on this week, Carifta pen relays, because it says used to be the hype back in my day. Yeah, it used to be a big, big, big deal. Preston, good morning. It used to be a big deal. So on another note, I wanna say shout out to the Honorable Minister of the South, King of the South, Honorable Andy Williams, on this post that is definitely going viral with Sima, and of course understanding her journey and where she started and where things sort of she got derailed, stuff happened. It is so nice to see, and I think that's what we all need in this life of sin, is somebody to give us a chance, somebody to believe in us, somebody to support us. It may not be financially, you may not be able to help financially, but moral support can do so much when we speak life into each other. And to see her just starting to bloom and glow before our eyes once again, listen, it really, really, tugged at my heartstrings. And we look at the videos, Southside, no outside, we get the kicks off of it and what have you. But I really, really appreciate the relationship she has with the minister, so much so in his post when he said, don't give up on people too quickly, which is what we do. Soon as things start getting left, we distance ourselves. Oh, I don't want to be associated with that. Da, 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 da. We pretend we're all the way up here and we start looking down at people. Yeah. And like he said, we all go through seasons, some full of light, others shadowed in struggle. Sometimes the version of someone you see isn't the final form, it's just a chapter they're stuck in. Extend grace, show patience, and remember growth often takes place in silence. The people you believe in might just need someone who won't walk away when they're at their worst. And then he ended it with meet my newest member of staff. That was like the icing on the cake. Meet my newest member of staff. So I pray that we'll continue. We just have to continue to pray for her, continue to guide her so that she remains, firmly on this new path, because it's easy to succumb to temptation and go back to certain ways and what have you. So I pray that, we continue to support her, continue to believe in her and just give her the opportunity. Who get blocked? Well, anybody that get blocked is because people are right to block people. If you come in on people's page and want to come and harass me and you want to come and aggravate my spirit on my own page, um, and especially you that die. You that die, don't just take on your own and just. And sometimes I wonder where you get half of these things you'll be posting and saying. Most of the day, you might be like this when I see your post. I'm like, them thing you put on your dashboard, and when you're driving, it be like shaking their head, like them bobblehead doll. That's how you have me on most days, like a bobblehead doll, like continuously shaking. Like, where she get this thing at them? She's saying like, no filter, no nothing. So if the minister block you, you have all right to block you. The man have to protect his peace, and I do not fault him for that at all, because that is why I'm. Listen, how people allowing people to come on the page that they took the time to create. It's a whole process. You have to sign up. Plus, you have to sign up. If you don't have an email address, you must have an email address. So you have to sign up for email address. Then you have to answer a whole sort of question that Mark wants to know about your business. Then you have to go and take pictures and post and all of that. And then people coming in from Norway and want to assault me on my own page. under the guise of freedom of expression and freedom of hello, yes, you're entitled to freedom of speech over there on your page. You're entitled to say whatever you want over there. But you're not allowed and you're not going to get free will to come in my space, in my page, and tell me what you want and disrespect me. I'm open to freedom of expression. I'm big on people expressing themselves, having opinions. But when you get disrespectful with your opinions, you might get a pass one time, two time. You get comfortable. You put in a roller skate, and now you figure you some kind of professional roller. So you want to roller skate all over my page, from post to post, and say no. I will escort you full speed and in TI's voice expeditiously off my page. We seem to think that, and that goes for real life as well. We can escort people out of our lives if they're interfering with our peace. I wish you well, but we just don't gel. Things are not, that's not the place I'm at right now. I don't want to get caught up in no confusion, no bantering, no back and forth, no they say, he say, she say, no confusion. Go with God and I'll be okay over here. Some of you, they like in this next situation with this gentleman that we're going to discuss. If something is bothering with your peace of mind, it's got to go. And you are the author of your life. You have the axe. Cut it out. Cut it down. Let people go their way. It's like, are you afraid to let people go their way? You could have all the secrets in the wall holding for me. Once you let it out, that's your business. Now you further prove why I did not need to be your friend. Once you decide and we decide, okay, we need to go separate ways, and you figure, all right, no, we're no longer friends. So if I have a little tea on you, now is my time to spill it. You just proved me right that you have no place and space in my life. Y'all afraid to cut people off and let people go about their business too much. Too like Gabby does say, they like too much man or they like too much friend. And you see, when I look back at my life, sometimes you used to think your parents like to talk on, oh God, lady. Remember, I'm sure each and every one of our parents sang from the same Samki and was like, friend will bring you go, they don't bring you back. They always admonished us about liking too much friend. And I saw Titiban. My mother used to call it a Titibana friend. I always have a little Titibana friend. Friend. If we had listened, if some of us had listened to our mothers back in the day, our parents, when they told us about liking too much friend, and from since then learned to, put people in the bracket where they belong. Not everybody's a bestie and everybody's a friendie and whatever. We would have saved ourselves a lot of stress, Trust and believe. Trust and believe. Chef Jilly block you too. Nah, yours is so what I say. I hear you put up something about the lady cake. So again, she have all right to block you because you're interfering with her business now. You needed a block. That block, I will cement it for her. Because I saw that post. And again, I shook my head and I kept it pushing. Anyways, we move. What's next on the itinerary? Oh, I want to tell you guys about this. A very, very important meeting for folks in the hold on, the community Concord. Yeah, so on the western side, there's a career opportunity meeting on Saturday, this coming Saturday, 10 a.m. to 12 noon at the Concord Government Primary School. And Consolidated Contractors Company Caribbean Inc. intends on recruiting workers for planned project works in the community, and they're looking for community members who have the relevant skills to carry out work on this project. Yeah, so they're looking for machine operators, masons, carpenters, helpers, drivers, traffic wardens, and other positions. So this Saturday, 10 a.m. to 12 noon, walk with your NIS card, your driver's license. All right? And no say that now you don't walk and we can't find it is coming to you. They're coming to you. So based on your skill set, there's something for you. All right? Traffic wardens, drivers, helpers, carpenters, masons, machine operators. So they want to keep the work in the community. So if there are people in the community that possess the following skills, then you need to attend that meeting on Saturday, 10 a.m. to 12 noon at the Concord Government Primary School. So if any of you know family members on that side, um, feel free to hit them up. All right, feel free to attend rather the meeting. So screenshot this and share it. Get something constructive to do. Stop screenshotting people business. Here is something constructive to screenshot and send. All right, we move. Renee Durig is celebrating his birthday today. Happy birthday, Renee. Hope you have a happy solar return. More life, more blessings on your celebration. Do enjoy and make the most of this birthday. So we move. And as you can see on the screen, the audacity that is loud, very loud. So the gentleman says that he impregnated someone outside of his marriage, and as a result, he went to court and obtained joint custody of his daughter. Although, he says, my wife chose to stay in our marriage, she struggles to accept her daughter, who is a constant reminder of my infidelity. When my daughter visits our home, my wife remains cold and distant, often ignoring her entirely. I recognize the deep hurt I've caused, and while my daughter remains innocent in all of this, I now wonder if continuing our marriage is causing too much turmoil for everyone involved. My wife and I initially decided to work on our relationship, but I'm questioning whether divorce might be the better option rather than subjecting both my daughter and my wife to ongoing pain. I'm unsure if we should wait and see if my wife can eventually come to accept the child I had outside our marriage, or if it's time to make a change for the sake of healing. Let me play this in response and then we'll respond. And I beg you guys to join me in your responses. Yeah? So you can send your voice notes, so you can call the same voice note number, 440-9595. We'd love to hear from you. Here we go. Loop-de-loop. Okay, hear this.
You can't be nasty and needy. You don't get to mistreat people and then expect there to be no consequences. It's natural for people to protect themselves from people who try to hurt them. See, decency is the price you pay for access. Access to help, access to support, access to consideration. If you're going to have a bad attitude or mishandle your words and mistreat people, then you better be ready to handle life on your own. Most folks aren't signing up to help somebody who hurts them. Like, how are you bold enough to be reckless with your conduct, but then soft enough to expect support? Make that make sense. You can't bruise your fist on my chin and then ask me for the Band-Aid. That's not how this works. That's not how life works. So you got to choose. Either be measured with your mouth, careful with your character, and considerate with your actions, or be ornery and walk alone. Like, if you're out here burning bridges, don't act surprised when nobody shows up with a boat. Favor flows where honor goes. So treat people with consideration, or they might treat you the way you treat them.
Anything after this? Because it kind of says it all. Like, that's how you treated her, so you can't be upset with the way she's now treating you. Y'all agree or don't agree? Those of you who agree, in the comments, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you agree with what the gentleman just said in reference to how we treat people. We can't expect them to treat us another way, but you're doing another thing. So the gentleman impregnated someone outside of his marriage, which is already bad on itself. And, there's two ways this can swing. We can look at this from a number of different angles. And I've seen people saying, well, The moment you decide to stay, you have to accept what you're staying in. Acceptance is, uh, it could be, it's a two-edged sword. It's otherwise leave because sometimes you're in something, right, and you're thinking to yourself, okay, I'm willing to give you another chance. I can work. I can make this work. I can do this. But saying and being in the actual situation is two things. You can say with your mouth, all right, well, I forgive you and I'm going to give you. But when the reality of the situation now hits you, when that little person is now in your home and the little person probably looks dead stamp of your husband and you're aware of how the situation occurred, you, at the end of the day, nobody is made of wires and you just go in a computer and you reprogram, okay, well, I was feeling this way, so let me just press a button and wipe that off, so now you have to be this way. While it's easy to say, okay, well, you accepted it, so you have to literally wipe the slate clean, and it doesn't work that way. We aren't wired that, especially women. We are emotional creatures. We are emotional beings. And I've known for ages they are women, and we are not created equal. We are not the same. We may be called woman, but we are not the same. Because growing up, for sure, like I spoke about it back in the day, when the lady in the village, she knows that her mister goes by Miss Eslin, and they have this understanding. She had interfered with Miss Eslin and interfere with her. But she knows after certain hours, if she want to find she husband, she could call Miss Eslin, hey, Mr. Reggie, are you? Tell him when he coming home, bring a bird. And they okay with that. And Miss Eslin probably had a child because they had this understanding. Miss Eslin had a child, and the child could come over and nice with little, we call them a half brother, and you playing and you ding. And we and Miss Eslin and Miss Margaret and watching face because Mr. Reggie, they understand their position in Mr. Reggie life. But now when you have and added to that, Miss Reggie, Miss Eslin, and the other one, they ain't really working anywhere. They home one Mr. Reggie taking care of them. Whatever shilling or whatever pens they used to work for back in the days. Everybody getting their little cut and they keep themselves quiet because women going to work wasn't, something that was done. So he took care of them. But now when you have women in a position of taking care of themselves, going to work, taking care of themselves, there's a lot of things you don't have to accept, right? So while I understand the point of, okay, if you agree to give it a shot, you cannot bring it back. I'm just saying we are not wired that way. And as much as you try to hide it, there's only so much you can hide how you really feel. Especially if all you feel is disdain for a child that was conceived during your marriage. When you see this child, you don't like this child, it's hard for you because even if you don't say it, your actions, like he says, she ignores the child. It doesn't pay the child no mind. And while the child is completely innocent, my thing is, as a man, right? Not because she agreed, it means things will go back to normal 1, 2, 3. And now you're pulling the divorce card. At no point in time did I see we're going to get some sort of counseling, some couples therapy, or whatever the case might be, to get her to understand that the child is innocent. Maybe that's what she needs. She needs therapy. Nobody, signs up for. No, she didn't sign up for this. It just came her way. So now that it's getting sticky and shoes kind of squeezing you, you want to pull the divorce card and play the victim. Sir, you are not the victim. Your wife is. So although she agreed to give you another chance, you can't expect everything to give you a chance today and tomorrow the whole we back to normal, one big happy family. You have to give her time and you have to have patience. And of course, you have to work with her and not, for one, I think, yes, you want to have your child, you want to be in your child's life. But the fact that you went to court, obtained joint custody, my question is, was she a part of that agreement? Did you guys have a conversation prior to you seeking joint custody? Because joint custody means half of the time you have your daughter, and the other half is with the mother. So apart from the child, you still have to be in constant contact with the mother of the child because it's a baby until she reaches 18, 19, whatever. So all of that she has to deal with. The fact that you still have to deal with the mother of the child, plus she has to deal with the child. It is her to say she can't deal with it. I'm not sure how is you the one having bringing this to the table. She should be the one now saying, listen, I initially said I could deal with this. I initially accepted. I chose. I did it of my own free will to stay in our marriage, but I'm having problems. I'm struggling. I'm struggling to accept your daughter. I'm struggling to accept her as my daughter as well. So you know, like you're wrong, and you want to be strong, and you have your cake, and you want to eat it, and you want to put ice in, and you still want a drink with it. So now you're questioning whether divorce might be the better option because it's not smooth sailing as you thought it would be because she said she was willing to stay in the relationship. She's supposed to be the one to say she can't do this. And I'm unsure if we should wait and see if my wife can eventually come to accept it. What are you doing in the meantime to help her accept it? Is it you just throw it on your chest and she's supposed to catch it and hold it on your chest? Or are you working with her? Because you mentioned I ain't seen nothing up to now saying, oh well, we can get some counseling. I suggested counseling or she turned it down. Nothing of the sort. Did you do that? Did you do that? Kida says, Kida, like I mentioned, at the end of the day, we are human. It's easy to ask, why did she forgive him? Why abandon the child? Yeah? It's easy to say that, but we always have to put ourselves in the position as a woman. Take out all the whatever and just sit, because that's how I approached it. I sat down, I read it, and then I pondered it for a while, and I'm like, okay, we've all had situations in relationships where either you catch your man cheating or you find out something and you tell him, okay, you agree to work on it. But every opportunity you get, that's like every opportunity you get, you bring it up. Oh, you're good, you this, you that. Look at when. It's easy to say, I forgive and I accept. But when reality hits you, when you're in your head, when your thoughts and the feelings and everything comes back at you, you can't help but feel away. Like I said, emotions aren't something we can switch on and off conveniently. We can reprogram our thoughts and ways on certain things. But it's not a case of he cheated and there's no child, there's no nothing. So you could, all right, you don't, the person is out of sight, out of mind, and you're aggressively working on your relationship. There is this constant reminder. So I'm saying she has a right to feel the way she feels. He feels the way he feels because of the child involved. And it's not something you can force on a person. She should be the one sending this here saying, I initially thought I could deal with it, but now I can't. So it looks like we're going down Splitsville. And I can't really be mad at her for choosing to stay in the relationship, but struggling to accept. It is a hard pill to swallow. It's a bitter pill to swallow. It's a constant reminder. So that is why I think counseling and therapy is what's needed. Yeah? Putting it all out there, all the feelings, because she probably has all of this bottled up and they probably agreed to work on the marriage and never spoke on it in detail. So the way they put everything out and she expressed to him exactly how she feels about the situation, how upset, how disappointed, how angry she is about the situation. They probably never went in depth. They probably just barely skimmed the surface. And she agreed to work on their relationship. And then the joint custody and having the child around. So it's like this happened, and he expects her to just drop everything and just be ever present. It don't work that way. I'm sorry. Good morning.
Trouble didn't start for that poor lady yet. The bigger that child gets, the more problems. So she needs to get the hell out of there and leave me with the child.
Got you. Alrighty, thanks much. Yeah, I tend to look at take off. I sometimes I have to remove my emotional lenses and look at it from a realistic point of view and ask how would I feel if this some of similar happened to me. How would I cope with a situation like that? And I think that's what a lot of us need to do sometimes. If we were in that position, would you just be okay and everything will be back to normal and smiling? I mean, at the end of the day, the child is innocent. And it bleeds my heart that a child has to be subjected because children are very sensitive. And don't think for a minute they don't know what's going on. They know when somebody, likes them, loves them, whatever the case might be. They're fully aware. Because if they're coming home and the child is coming to the house, but both wife and husband is, and the wife distances herself and ignores her entirely, that baby knows. That baby knows that lady don't like her. So it takes two to tango. And it can be all her fault for responding that way. As a man, as the husband in the relationship, the one who did what he did, my take on it is he probably should have said, you know what, I'm going to file for custody of my child, joint custody, but let me do this in stages. I can't just spring everything on her at once. Even if it means meeting somewhere with my child for now, or if it's a 3 days, if I can afford to, go to another family member, go to the grandparents. Let me just take this thing in stages and phases and not just heap everything on her at once. Because, like I said, this can do a number on you mentally. She has a lot to deal with. You're already dealing with the infidelity. Now you have to see the evidence in front of you. So it should have been in stages, not everything thrown at you at once. So you're ducking, and everything just hitting you at once. It should have been, okay, let me start. And I applaud him for being in the child's life because regardless of the circumstances, wouldn't want the child to be out there and the father, based on because of his marriage, whatever, abandoned that child. So we still have to give him some, I don't want to, but I have to. A little kudos for at least stepping up and taking it seriously, getting joint custody. But in the same vein, I believe it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And this is a very, very ticklish and sensitive situation. So to me, it required stage by, okay, for the next 2 months, I'm going to slowly introduce this child to you and not every day. Bit by bit, involve you in certain things outside, hang out, go for an ice cream, go for a movie. But it's like, it happened. Get joint custody, child in house every time. Now you just have to put your feelings on ice and deal with it because you agreed to stay in the marriage. Because she agreed does not mean she has to put her feelings on ice. It don't work that way. I'm sorry. It is not. It is. She is struggling with the acceptance, and as the man in the relationship, that is where he pull up his big pants and say, "Hey, what can I do to make this process easier? Do you need time? Do you need to go somewhere else? Do you need therapy? Do you want us to do couples therapy or you do it by yourself? How can I fix this? How can I help you?" Not you just jump in and this, because it ain't working the way you wanted to. Wife not accepting, even though she agreed to the marriage. She chose to stay because you said, I went to court, obtained joint custody of my daughter. Although my wife chose to stay in our marriage, she struggles to accept our daughter. Well, I got to forget you already, and I'm almost close off my program, because I say you get bright.
Since you start to drink malt 2 times a day, you get bright. Morning, neighbor.
Morning.
Let me tell you something now. Let me start from the beginning. Your children need their fathers. Everything that we learn to accept or not accept from men, we learn it from the relationship that we have between us, our father, and what our parents have together. So the lady here who stay with the man who cheating on her is because she father more than likely failed already. And we're going through this vicious cycle. At the end of the day, in my opinion, right? You could get an ex-wife, but your child cannot get an ex-father. You is a father, you is a father. Somebody could step up, they could step in.
True.
Your child is your first priority. And as a father, you have to make sure that your child is in a loving environment. No, some of us that have step parents, we know the struggles of dealing with step parents. We know how daddy does act different when we stepmother is there as opposed to when she not there. So we understand the struggles. And as adults, that also affect us. Because now, guess what? Paul could flip-flop on us because we father flip-flop on us. And now we accepting men that flip-flop because that is what we grow up seeing. As a man, I feel the best thing for this mister to do is to leave. Sometimes you have to be able to understand the consequences of your actions. You was wrong. You was dead wrong. Now this woman, and we like man, we love a man, so we ain't going nowhere. Because all the time too, and all they like to big up man. Look at what book buy for me. We on vacation. I could there on what vacation. I don't see no man. All you like too much a man.
All it does do is force you drink.
Yes, me and me drink. I drink it. That is it. All you so out of order with all yourself. All you taking harm. Struggle loving us, and all you outside here perpetrating to us that all you so happy. You know you don't happy, you just see in trouble. Miss, put on the handbag, start carrying that load, let it go.
That's what I
let
said.
the man go and be a father to his child. That little girl needs an active, present father with love. That little girl don't need to learn how to accept disappointment from men in she life with starting with she father. Allow the man to parent his child and allow yourself to heal. It is okay to walk away from relationships that are not working, ladies. Put down the bag. Yes, they go say you change man again. And what? And next man still coming and pick you up. And you and him don't pick up a next man. And next man still coming and pick you up because we nice, we must get man. Put down this criminal and them. Leave Satan and them alone, ladies. Let the man go and mind your child. Mr. Man, mind your child. Stay with your child. Because you talking up your child. As soon as you see the woman coming with the cross eye and the side of she, you're like, what the child and you play, you fixing something. We not doing that. Go with your child. Miss, let that man go. Bye.
Let the man go. Someone says, I wonder if the roles were reversed, if the husband would have accepted that this is very traumatic. Wait, where you going to tell your husband you're pregnant for next man and you and your Georgie bundle and out in the next second? You man? Listen, like we said, we are not created equal out here. Nope, we are not created equal at all. I have a voice note here. Let me hear what this person is saying. Photos. Hold on, sir. Okay, let me play this here. Hold on. Morning time.
Hey, morning time. Regarding this scenario, I believe that he's asking the question on whether or not he should continue the marriage. I think it's not based on him and the wife's issue, but he's looking more at the child's welfare. At the end of the day, he is the father of the child. When the child comes to the home, and children would pick up on certain vibes and feelings of not wanting, or a person, the mother, the wife not wanting her there. So I think he's trying to protect the child from that. It's not about him and her, because At the end of the day, she has claimed that she has forgiven him and they're trying to work on the relation. Now we can look at the situation prior to what led him to go out. Yes, we know men have what women call bad habits, but there is also always a preceding factor. There's always something that leads, and they're married. So we can go down the road and try to figure out, well, why he did what he did. Does she have fault with it? Does she not have fault with it? Yes, it's his decision, regardless, but they're in a relationship, they're in a marriage. So essentially what I'm saying is that I don't believe he's coming from a place of him and her per se, but ultimately looking at the child's welfare and what is that doing to the child when the wife is being distant. Yes, she can take she time to heal if she needs be, but we're adults and we should look at the bigger picture.
Okay. Shelly, I had to pin your comment because it's really it was really a good one. It says Shelly says, I applaud this man for not shirking his responsibility as a father despite the circumstances, but he has to also take responsibility for the repercussions. True, the child is innocent, but he cannot put a timeline on his wife's healing time. He threw her a huge blow and has to be patient. As long as the wife isn't being hostile towards the child, wifey must also be honest with herself. If the situation is unattainable, you have to choose peace. That's what I'm talking about. So that's why I said, how come she's not the one coming to the forefront with this? You know, who knows? Probably might hear from her after this, but we keep our fingers crossed. Final one before we lock it off.
In 2025, if a man have to seek custody for his child in a marriage, it's because he don't have children with his wife, one, or the child is being very much ill-treated where it is with the mother. But for the man to want the custody to bring this child and to spend time with this child with his wife, that means the wife womb can make children, it may be tied up in some cemetery or something. Yeah. So what I'm trying to say here is the man is not at fault. He's trying to give the child a life that is best suited for the child. So the wife don't get to play no victim here. You get on already. Take that and stay quiet.
Nasa. It's a pity I get it late first, because if I get it earlier, I would have spent the rest of the program on you. How are you saying the lady is a victim? She didn't send the man? And how are you going out there and having unprotected sex? Like, how you going out there and having unprotected sex? Explain that to me. Anyways, on that note, I bid you guys adieu, because if I go to pick up the bishop, I'm going to be here for the rest of the day. So thank you so much, everybody, for powering up, and I shall see you guys tomorrow at 11 a.m. in the forenoon for another ladies' room. Thank you so much, Nirvana Spa and Detox, Beacon Insurance, and Western Union. Have a great Tuesday, everybody.
Ladies' Room comes to you compliments of Renwick and Thompson Limited, Beacon Insurance, and Nirvana Health Spa, Detox Center and Natural Health Store.
Your journey to health and wellness begins at Nirvana Health Spa, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We'll take care of you, both inside and out. Indulge and experience our many spa and detox services designed just for you in mind. Self-care spa services, massages, pedicures, facials, birthday packages, couple services for you and yours, group and family spa retreat. Start your detox journey with us with our kidney and colon cleansers, liver and blood cleansers, heavy metal detox and parasite cleanse, full body cleansing programs, colonic irrigation and enema services. Also available are a wide range of health and herbal products, spa supplies, and more. Purchase a gift certificate or our self-care gift sets. Share the gift of self-care. Contact us today, 231-6642 or 418-7115 to begin your health and wellness journey. Shop online at nirvana.gd. We are located in the Regency Commercial Suite immediately opposite the Galleria Mall. Minutes before the Food Fair Shopping Center. Nirvana Health Spa, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We know real body care.
Are you a progressive young leader, a proactive emerging executive, a rising professional? Then you need appropriate cover for your vehicle. Introducing the Pro Motor Plan from Beacon. Our insurance that includes free loss of use, windscreen cover up to $3,500, free special perils, free accident forgiveness. Get Beacon's Pro Motor Plan today. Don't procrastinate. Call Beacon today at 440-4447 or visit beacongrenada.com.
2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6.
Education multiplies their chances and places the world of opportunity in their hands. No matter where they are in the world, make sure they're prepared for their journey back to school with Western Union. School fees, books, room and board, whatever the reason. Knowledge, independence, opportunity. Western Union, moving money for better.
It's not even lunchtime yet, but Aruna's got you back on the Power Fix. World Entertainment News comes to you compliments of Rick's Cafe. Walk in, dance out.
Rick's Cafe. Walk in, dance out. Come down south and see us. Have a seat, chill, relax, or pick up and go. Enjoy our classic handcrafted pizza and so much more. Wraps, burgers, wings, salads, subs, fresh fruit, smoothies, milkshakes, desserts. Our signature weekend barbecue. Why not try something different? Like one of our new specials, try a naan flatbread pizza, where we mix oven roasted ingredients and fresh from garden greens, topped with finger-licking dressings and delicacies. Heard about our new and improved delivery service to all of St. George Parish, 6 days a week. Call us on 444-4597. That's 444-4597 for pickup or delivery, or order online, live and direct on Rick's Cafe's Facebook page. Just click on our online delivery link, easy like ABC, and then track your stuff online straight to your door. Easy like 1, 2, 3. Check out our special activities like our house DJ on Sundays. Lots of fun and kicks for you and yours. Families and all, young and old. It's Rick's Cafe. Walk in, dance out.
World Entertainment News. The stories from around the globe that make you say, wow! From celebrity gossip to the latest news from the music world, we've got it.
Dancehall star Charlie Black says he feels honored to be formally recognized by the city of Brampton for his contributions to music and culture. The Trelawney-born DJ, who boasts a strong fan base in North America, received an honorary certificate from Brampton's Mayor Patrick Brown last Friday. The award was presented during a special ceremony at Brampton City Hall in Ontario, Canada, attended by several staff members and city officials. The recognition came just a day before the platinum and diamond selling artist hosted his Charlie Black Birthday Carnival at the Mystic Lounge in Brampton, featuring performances by Skinny Fabulous, Nika, and Moto. To date, international recording artist Shaggy has charted more than 24 songs on Germany's Hot 100 singles chart. The songs include Oh Carolina, In the Summertime with Ray Vaughan, Boombastic, It Wasn't Me, Hope, Hey Sexy Lady, Wild Tonight, and Banana. Of those hit songs, only 3 have earned a gold certification in Germany. Last month, Shaggy's Angel, featuring Ray Vaughan, a hit from 2001, was certified platinum in the country, giving Shaggy and Ray Vaughan their first platinum certification there. Angel, which was a global hit which topped several charts worldwide, is from Shaggy's